The first day of Wimbledon, the last day of Wimbledon for one of the sport's aging stars. Jimmy Connors says his 39-year-old body just can't take many more five-set struggles. And struggle he did, and this is his 20th appearance at Wimbledon. Connors facing 20-year-old Luis Herrera of Mexico. Third set all even. Herrera serving. Connors return and hits the net. Herrera goes between the legs, and Connors shows he still has it to put it away in the fourth set. This one's as good to watch as it is to listen to. What a point!
Greatest point of the tournament so far, that's
No
for sure.
question about it. And then on match point, Herrera serving and volleying. Connors with the passing shot goes a little bit long, and the crowd gives Jimmy the standing O in the losing attempt as he walked off the Wimbledon grass. Could be maybe the last time as he hits around retirement. You see the scoring. Connors plans to play at the U.S.
A 2-hour workout in preparation for the Tournament of Americas, which begins Saturday in Portland. While several players saw their season just come to an end, there's one player who's played in just one game this past season.
The anticipation was wearing me out, because I was so excited. And now I'm finally here, and I can relax now and do what I know how to do and what I do best, and that's just play basketball.
You have to give Europeans credit. I mean, their basketball skills has improved. So, I don't think it's going to be as dominant as everybody say, but, we just want to, go over and win the gold medal and get our pride back in a sense.
How do you feel, Larry?
Good, thank you.
You'll be okay?
I better be.
Everything.
I better be.
It's just really nice to get out of Philadelphia because I have really the media there. We've had our differences. They know everything. So, but I must have been doing something right the last 8 years. I wouldn't be here.
Oh, the newest favorite son of the Phoenix Suns, Charles Barkley, joins Dick Schaap on...
My, oh my, look what's on in July on ESPN. My, what a July on ESPN.
It's time, the plays of the week, and this time a Surfin' USA edition. So among those you will not be seeing Jim Beecham, Barbara Ann, Rhonda, and of course DJ Surfhoff.
You will not be seeing Pat Beach, Dwayne Board, or Sandy Koufax. So put on your sunblock for the plays of the week. Hey, compadre, this is the first week of summer. Let's find something radical to do. How about a surfing safari? Before you ride a wave, you gotta catch it, Andre. Lenny, paddling for it. Davey Martinez snagging the big one. Pete Incaviglia looks like he's caught one. And now that you've caught a wave, it's time to shred. Right, Tom?
Easy. Hit it. Hit it.
Jeff Kent with the aerial. Munchy, dude. How about this cutback re-entry? Crispy. Martina using the trick stick. Willie Randolph, shrapulating. Paul O'Neill, 100% pure adrenaline.
Hit the center. Devereaux, a long run. Way, got it.
Pat Kelly with a bitchin' play. Spanky Spamler munching it big time.
Let me ask you something. You think Spanky's nuts?
Plays, deflected, great play, throw to first, and he's out!
Wardick hits it off of Willie Banks. Picked off, what a play! Well, a great candidate for ESPN's Plays of the Week.
Awesome. Be careful of the wipeout, Joe Hip. This is a gnarly sight. Hey, Bill Pacoda, don't drop in on my wave. Carlos Hernandez, there's a rough break to the right. Razor Ruddock, shredding Philip Jackson. Rob Dibble, under the human wave. It's been totally crunchy, boys and girls. Later from the Plays of the Week. hang loose.
Plays of the Week is delivered by Federal Express. All round the world, our most important package is yours.
Still to come on Keith and Dan's excellent adventure. Charles in charge and charged up about the Olympics, but he says not everybody else is.
90% of the people in the world want this team to win because it'll be proud from the USA, but there's another 10% they're going to always try to put the team down.
Breaking down physically, or is it something else? Manager Tony La Russa actually went onto the field Sunday afternoon and removed Ricky Henderson from left field. The A's deny the inference there that La Russa thought Henderson was dogging something. That would be bad enough, but it could have been something even worse. La Russa has a lot on his mind, if not a lot in his outfield. Jose Canseco, rumored to be on the way to the disabled list with a weak shoulder. He homered Sunday, he homered Saturday, but he couldn't beat the double play relay to first in the third inning. The A's may or may not DL him now because the rest of the hitting is so weak. Now about Ricky. After the game, they said he'd hurt his hamstring top of the first, even though he tried to steal second in the bottom of the first. Watch him trotting to cut off Knobloch's hit in the fourth inning. Was he hurt, or was he slower than he could have been? Certainly there was the complicating factor of Ricky slipping at the critical moment, but whether injured or just in trouble, Tony La Russa had seen enough right here. Something we haven't seen, I guess, since the Reggie Jackson-Billy Martin incident. He went out and pulled Ricky out of the game. Some folks in the crowd decided what was wrong with Ricky, and whatever Ricky's saying to that fan there, it is not, "I am the greatest." We had last week that story about Ricky and the interview with the radio reporter in Oakland, which he said he wanted to be traded, and the next day we hear it's a big joke. So what's going on?
You have to wonder about La Russa, though, being able to handle all these guys, because you got Canseco, who wants to go in the DL because of this sore shoulder. Ricky, you don't know. We've never known what he's all about, what makes him tick. But you talk to Peter Gammons about this situation, and he says that Ricky's friends are not baseball people, so he gets a lot of advice, a lot of different advice. The ink wasn't even dry on that contract, and he complained about it. So it's difficult to really warm up and say, all right, Ricky, you love the A's, right?
Well, let's see how he is tomorrow. Now our tribute to excellence, our segment of the special, our report on the road bus.
Translated back into English, Keith saying it's time for today's best. We take you back to Portland and USA. U.S. Oz, oohs and ahs. Michael gets this one to drop. He had only 6 points. Jordan again, passing to Larry Legend. And he buries it. He had 17. Larry Laretti, the long one. And after that, give that man he's already got one. To Fenway, Mo Vaughn grabs Molitor's liner and doubles off Kevin Seitzer. Seitzer gets his revenge. He will snare Bruno's smash. To Bush, and Bobby Bowe says hello to the Cardinal faithful and hangs in on Omar Olivares' foul paw. Chavez Ravine, Brett Butler, prettiest catch of the day. He paid for it, though, left the game with a sore shoulder. To Wrigley, Wes Chamberlain, back up, new attitude. Robbing Rick Wilkins. Our ESPN producer just a little bit worn out. Just a little bit worn out today. Joe Carter went deep in a hurry. Dante Bichette batting .315. Kevin Mitchell says, I'm starting to feel better at the plate. Nolan Ryan, he gets it, his first win of the year. Eric Hansen, 3 whiffs for the Seattle Mariners, 8 strong innings. And Scott Erickson, he says, I'm back to the form of last year. Chris Sabo, the Reds picking up 3.5 games on the Braves. Larry Walker and Moise Alou homering while breaking his bat. And the pitching stars, Brian Barnes shutting down the Buccos, and Bobby Ojeda surviving the earthquake, picking up the win. We'll be back after this.
Pitchers got their chance to join the season's Tenderfoot Association. Pittsburgh's Randy Tomlin and Cleveland's Charles Nagy went gunning for win number 10. We start in Pittsburgh. Why isn't Joe Torre smiling, you ask? Well, Cardinals lead the National League in fielding percentage, but in the first inning, runners on first and second, Andres Galarraga bobbles Andy Van Slyke's grounder, and then he throws it away. John Wayner and Jay Bell score. It's 2-0 Bucks. Meanwhile, Randy Tomlin got all the help he needed. Let's go around the horn, starting at first base. Nice play, John Wayner, robbing Tim Jones. Let's go to second base. Jose leaned, the diving and gunning down Galarraga. Right here. At shortstop, Jay Bell's turn. Little short hop and the unassisted double play on the speedy Brian Jordan. Third base, Steve Buechele, the scoop and the fielder's choice to save a run. Congratulations, Randy Tomlin. You just won your 10th ball game, 5-2 the final. Tomlin had only 12 career wins before this season.
The bowl has been dropped and broken into a bunch of pieces following last Saturday's win over Florida State. All the Irish had to do was win to complete their perfect season. Notre Dame going on 4th and goal from the 4-yard line. Holt sets up the play. All sorts of time from McDougal, and he connects with Lake Dawson. The perfect pass in the end zone for the score. Extra point made it 39-38. The Irish on top.
Well, they scored too soon. Foley gets lucky here. Pete Vercich could have picked it off. National title teams maybe make that catch. They didn't do it. The luck of the Irish ran out.
Here's the snap. Here's the squat. The kick is away. It is long. It is high. It is good! He made it again! Boston College wins! Unbelievable! Eagles win! David Gordon kicks from 41 yards away!
We thought we'd do it! Nobody believed it, but we did it! We did it! After the game, the Boston College students tore down the goalpost.
In hockey, it was quickly dubbed the Miracle on Ice, and for good reason. What business did the Americans have beating the Soviets at their own game? That same question can now be asked of Denmark. Welcome to the Miracle on Turf. Denmark, a last-minute replacement for war-torn Yugoslavia, had somehow made it into the title game of the European Soccer Championship. Their opponent, Germany, the defending world champs. Heavy underdog, Denmark is. 19th minute, though, Denmark's John Jensen with a one-timer drills it past German goalie Bodo Yngner. That's Yngner, and it's 1-0 Denmark. The Danes got great goaltending from Peter Schmeichel. That's Schmeichel. First time, he just gets a piece of it. This time, he gets the over the header. Nice job by Schmeichel. 1-0 Danes, 79th minute. Kim Vilfort with the fine move in the left boot, two boot, dinks it in off the goal. In a shocking upset as Denmark hoists the trophy high. Boy, I'll tell you, the Denmark Dynamite stunned the world by pulling off the 2-0 upset. 100,000 fans spilled into the streets of Copenhagen chanting, "We are red, we are white, we are Danish Dynamite."
Roberto Alomar sparks the Blue Jay. Juan Gonzalez powers the Rangers. Live on ESPN Wednesday Night Baseball.
Monday night, ESPN's Charlie Steiner dropped in on the set of the Dennis Miller Show and came bearing gifts from the big fight in Vegas.
I have for you Evander Holyfield's jockstrap from Friday night.
Wow.
You can carry it and do with it what you want.
Like a Jimmy Durante mask.
There we go.
A little small.
Very attractive.
Vander, not a true heavyweight.
Well, earlier in the show, we told you about Jimmy Connors losing in the first round at Wimbledon. The top seed, Jim Courier, did win to advance to the second round.
But that doesn't mean he's going to roll to the title. Did you know that the last time the men's #1 seed won the championship at Wimbledon was in 1984 when John McEnroe did the trick?
Well, the Dodgers finally end their losing streak at 10 games. They scored some runs. Eric Davis with the big hit as the Dodgers defeat San Diego by the score of 4-2. That's it for now. Roy Firestone is up close. Up next, I'm Chris Myers.
I'm Jim Bergamo. Enjoy your Tuesday, everyone. Thank you for joining us.